It's giving Sandy from Greece. I'm just dry and crusty. Oh, I don't know if I'm feeling this. They will resent you. That is a tough question. I'm a dipper. Do not start, Leonard. Hello you guys, welcome back to another get ready with me style video. I did my first one of these videos like 2 weeks ago, and I think you guys really liked it based on the response. So I figured anytime that I was going somewhere that I was gonna do like makeup, hair, outfit, the whole get ready, I could film it and I could make it kind of fun. I could make it a series. They obviously won't be every single day because I don't really get fully done up or like, you know, anything like that for an everyday basis, but I figured it would be fun to do it whenever I do it. And this time, earlier this morning, I got onto the YouTube community tab. Anytime I have like something to say or want like recommendations from you guys, I always post in my community tab. I sound sick, I'm not. So when I filmed this, I wasn't sick and now I am. So very bad allergies. So if you're somebody that struggles with allergies, I feel for you. I'm like very puffy. If you can see, my nose is really swollen. I get really, really bad allergies. Since I was a kid, me and my sisters, all of us, we just get really, really screwed up. You guys sent over some really fun questions. I put in the post to give me like fun questions. I don't want to talk about wedding or marriage or kids. I wanted it to be like more fun. And I got some really, really fun questions from you guys. So I figured I would answer those questions and talk a little bit while getting ready. So today, Tyler and I are meeting up with our friends to go to dinner, and we double date with them every so often. I would say like they're like our go-to double date couple. Tyler actually tattoos the guy, and I've actually known the girl for years, and they're engaged. So we're going out to dinner with them. We're going to Armando's. That's like the main place we always go. And I don't know why we've never gone anywhere different. They used to live in College Park, the same as us, and we both moved kind of at the same time. So neither of us live in College Park anymore. I am putting on the Skinergy Beauty lip conditioner. I think this is called like the Chinola lip conditioner. So I'm putting this on just for some hydration. So I am doing kind of like jeans and a top, like that type of thing. I'll probably throw on some heels. But I figured I would show you guys the whole process. I have no idea, especially what I'm going to do with my hair. I honestly might just like put it up like in like a cute ponytail or something. I always do my hair after my makeup because once my makeup is done, I'm able to kind of decide what hair I want to do. If I don't list what product I'm using, I will make sure I leave it linked down below. So I think I'm gonna do tinted moisturizer again, and I'm gonna use the Skin Feels Good. There's translucent powder on here. The Skin Feels Good hydrating skin tint for healthy glow. This is from Lancome. I use the color 04N Sand. So the first question I have is, would you ever do hair again on, so this person asked me a couple different questions. Would you ever do hair again on the side? And while doing hair, I loved doing hair when I did it. I think I just kind of grew out of it. I went to cosmetology school straight out of high school, so that was something I did when I was 19. And I've always kind of kept all of the knowledge in my back pocket because I learned so much, not only from school. I went to Aveda Institute, if anyone was wondering. But not only did I learn a ton, but like through school, I learned so much through actual work, like through working, and it was an awesome experience. But doing hair, like color or anything like that, isn't really what drives me anymore. I'm not passionate about it like that anymore. Anyway, Leonard, stop. I do love styling though. Like I love doing blowouts and like things like that, and I think that's what I always truly like to do, but I really don't see myself doing that. I'll do like friends, or like if clients that I've done in the past ask me if I'll do it, I'll do it, but it isn't something that I would ever like go out of my way to do. I'm putting on the Sephora concealer. If you could design your own perfume, what would it smell like? If you would have asked me this years ago, it would have been completely different from what it is now, but I would absolutely want something warm and sweet, like something vanilla. So it would definitely probably be like a vanilla. I know you don't care for a car payment in such that you mentioned, but what would your next vehicle be? If I had to pick a car, like if I was gonna get myself into another car situation, like if I was gonna, you know, lease or finance a car, would get a car called an Alfa Romeo. I love it. I've always loved it, especially within the last like 4 or 5 years. Now it's crazy. I never used to see them ever. First time I ever saw them was when I lived in College Park before, and I'd never seen the design of it, like the model. And now I see them everywhere. Like there's literally one parked on the side of the road and it's always here. I think it's like one of our neighbors. So it's just funny, but an Alfa Romeo for sure. I don't have preference on color or anything like that, but I would definitely get the sedan. Would you ever cut your hair short? As of right now, no. I've cut my hair short in the past. Like I had short hair years ago. I don't really feel myself with super short hair. I think it's fun and I think it's super, super, super cute. And I think if you can pull it off, then for sure. But it's a lot of people wouldn't think so, but it is a lot harder to work with when you have shorter hair, and you always have to have it styled. You can't just throw it up. It always has to be styled. So I don't think so, but who knows? Never say never. Do you dip your french fries in ketchup or drizzle ketchup on top? I am a dipper. I think that people that just like drown their stuff, unless I'm eating like some sort of thing, like this is a very like, I think it's a very Caribbean thing, or maybe it's just a Hispanic thing, but french fries with fried eggs and ketchup, like for that type of thing, I would drizzle it all over. But if I'm just eating like a burger and fries, or like a sandwich with fries, or just like anything with fries, I am never pouring ketchup all over. I'm a dipper. Someone asked, what would your perfect day consist of? And I think I've actually like brushed on this before. My favorite day of the week is Sunday. I don't know what it is about Sunday, but the energy of Sunday is completely different than any other day of the week. It is so calm and relaxing, and I don't know, I love a Sunday. I've always loved Sunday. Perfect day would probably be waking up early-ish, either having coffee and all that before going to church, or going to church and then going like somewhere afterwards, having like lunch or something, or breakfast, or doing like a brunch or something like that. I love being home early on a Sunday. I know that's probably like so crazy to hear, but like a brunch that ends at like 4 or 5 is like ideal. I do not like being out late on Sundays. Again, I don't know what it is, but it just throws off my whole life. Like I just feel so freaking off when I am not home by a normal time, or like a decent time on a Sunday. Maybe going like home decor shopping, like if me and Tyler were like, I don't know, let's say we had our house already and we were like prepping for our home, maybe stopping into like some home decor places, whether we buy something or not, just browsing, getting inspired, coming home and taking a nap, because a Sunday nap is different than any other nap, and cooking dinner at home. I love cooking dinner at home on Sundays. Saturdays, no. Fridays, not all the time, but Sunday, having a really relaxing dinner, whether like we grill outside and we eat outside with like the fire pit going, or just like all the lights on. I like a very like comforting Sunday, and I feel like that vibe and that energy can only come from Sundays. Maduros or tostones? And that is a tough question, because I notice I don't really eat, I don't eat plantains like ever, and not because I don't like them. I love them, but I don't like the act of cutting them, frying them, taking them out, smashing them, putting them again. I always eat tostone de pana, love that, but something about the sweet and the salty, if you like do maduros and then throw like rice and beans with it, oh my god, that texture and that sweetness with all the savory food is just top tier. But I feel like you can do so much more with tostones. Like, I would probably say tostones. You can just do different things with them, and with maduros, it's like you need to make them, eat them all at once, but I love both very, 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 very much. What is your favorite dessert? So I'm not like a huge like candy or like anything like that, but I love a cake or like something warm and like doughy, like a brownie or a cookie or anything like that with a scoop of ice cream, like I die for a Pizookie, a what's the one from Chili's? It's the ice cream, the molten lava cake. Oh my god, delicious. From Chroma, there's a restaurant in our area, well, not in my area, but in Orlando. It's actually in Lake Nona, and it's called Chroma. If you are in our area, in like the Orlando, Central Florida area, and you've never been to Chroma, they have a dessert called the bread pudding. Oh, that's one of the best desserts I think I've ever had. It's like a bread pudding, and it has like cinnamon and ice cream. It is so freaking good. What animal would you want to add to your family? I'd love a chinchilla, but that with a dog, no thanks. I don't think I would add any other animals. I'd love, like, I grew up going to Puerto Rico all the time in the summer, and we had everything. We had chickens, all that. So I would love to have like that type of thing, but taking care of it, no thanks. I have 5 animals right now, and not only is it expensive, it is so much work. And it is a lot of responsibility whenever we want to go out of town. Whenever we want to do anything, it's a lot of responsibility. Trying to find someone to care for them while we're gone, like, all that is not the vibe. So I don't see us adding any more animals at this time. And if we did, it would probably be way later in life. Maybe like when we're older and gray or something. And it would probably be a cat, because dogs, I love dogs. We love dogs. Like, I mean, we love Leonard, but they are so much work. And it wasn't until us having Lenny that we're like, whoa, about kids, because I know that kids and dogs are completely different. I understand that. I'm not saying that they're the same, but the puppy phase with Leonard was one of the most humbling things I have ever experienced, and it was so hard, and I was so sleep deprived. Me and Tyler were so exhausted from waking up in the middle of the night to making sure he went out to use the bathroom, and our main priority was making sure that he did not ever go bathroom inside. So we were waking up every 3 hours on the hour. Like, we did not skip a beat, and thankfully Leonard is potty trained. Like, he does not go inside. He will hold it all day. He knows what outside means, like all of that. But it is so much work that I don't know. Like, we talk about it all the time. Like, once we don't have Leonard anymore, I hope he lives a very long time, which I'm sure he will. We'll probably take a rest from having a dog, because they're just a lot of work. And having my cats, like, they are easier to care for, and it's kind of easy to find care for them, because they only have to be checked on like once a day, if not every other day, because as long as they have their litter clean and their food out and water, they're fine. Like, they don't need to be walked, they don't need to be like micromanaged really. But a lot of people don't like cats, and I also don't like to take my cats out of our home. Our cats are very, very comfortable being in their space, and whenever we have somebody watch our cats, it has to be somebody coming to our house and checking in. So it has to be somebody that we trust, somebody that we're gonna leave them a key or give them the key code, and be completely okay with them just coming into our home. And because we have so many of them, obviously it's a lot of work. So I don't know if we will ever have this many animals at the same time, because it's a lot. What would you say keeps your relationship with Tyler so strong? I honestly feel like, and we learned this a long time ago, but it did take work. And this is, I feel like, one of the biggest tips that I would have is, do not, whether it's dating or marriage, don't be with someone that you are trying to turn them into what you want. Whoever you are with, you need to completely and fully accept and understand that they are a whole human being apart from you. They are a unique individual. The way that they were raised, brought up, taught, where they were raised, everything about them is so unique to them, and their beliefs are their beliefs. And I think one thing about me and Tyler is that we fully accept how and who the other person is. Like, I know that Tyler is extremely introverted. I mean, Tyler has anxiety, PTSD. He has a lot of things with him. So like, he's not gonna really want to hang out in big crowds. He's not really the most social person. He's not the chattiest person. And people will take that as like, oh wow, like he's kind of rude, but it's not that. It's just, that's kind of how he is. And aside from being a veteran and being, you know, kind of trained like that, there's also like medical reasons behind it, like with all of his conditions and things like that. And it's like, I'm not ever gonna try to force him to be this outgoing guy, because that is not who he is. And I'm not with him for who I want him to be. I'm with him for exactly who he is. And the same thing with me. He knows that I'm impulsive. He knows that I need a little bit more social interaction than he does. He knows that I like to be out and about. I love being home, but I love being like out in the streets. I love walking. He fully knows and understands me and does not try to change me. And I don't try to change him. And I feel like getting into a relationship, especially when you're young, you will have this idea in your mind that you can mold or get them to be whoever you want. And that is so far from the truth, because what you should do is be with someone that is already in the, if you want somebody that's so specific to your preferences, you need to look for somebody that is solely that. Do not get with someone or date someone or even entertain someone thinking that you are going to make them someone that they're not, because they will resent you. And it won't be, and it's not fair. Like, it's not, and I'm not saying at all like that we don't constantly evolve and change, because Tyler will sometimes try to get outside of his comfort zone. And I now am noticing, like, okay, when he says like, hey, I'm kind of ready to go, like, I need to honor that for him, because he honored me wanting to go out and be social. So it's really like knowing that you're a team and it's two individuals coming together. It's not a clone of you being with you, if that makes sense. Like, I'm really passionate about that, because I've had to learn that being with somebody that is so different from me. While we do have things that are similar, we're very, very different, Tyler and I. And I think you guys can see in my vlogs, like, we have a really fun friendship. Like, we are very silly, we joke around, we're not this mushy gushy type of thing. Like, we know that being with someone in the long haul, you gotta like that person. It has nothing to do with love. And we are constantly telling each other like, hey, I like you. And when we say that, we mean like, I like you, I enjoy you. It has nothing to do with love at that point. So I think that's what it is, because we just respect each other's boundaries and individuality so much that we feel safe around each other, knowing that he isn't gonna try to change me and I'm not gonna try to change him. How did you start your clothing business, and what are tips you can give to newbie entrepreneurs? How can we shop for clothing more sustainably without breaking the bank? Oh, hold on. So I have a whole video on how Brendan and I started. It's kind of old, and I wish I could like rephrase a couple things that I've mentioned on there. Not because they've changed or they're wrong or anything. It's just different. I wish I could change up some things that I said. But essentially, very long story short, because it's a very long story, I met Brendan through social media. She reached out to me because she started a business called Brendan & Co. years ago. And she was doing clothing, whatever, and she reached out to me back when I had a different Instagram, I had a blog, and she asked me if I could work with her basically as like social media marketing type thing. And I had never done that before. This was in 2014. So I was 24 years old. And I was just like, yeah, like, this is cool. I get free clothes. Like, that's what it was for me. And she would tell me that every single time I would post that, the items would sell out. So she would keep asking me like, hey, do you want to do this again? Like, hey, would you be down for another partnership? Blah, blah, blah. And mind you, like, I wasn't getting paid for any of this. This was a very, very long time ago, before like all that stuff was like normal. And we kept doing it for a while until finally she was going away for international travel for her schooling. She has a master's, and she had to go to Asia. And she asked me if I wanted to join her, if I had any interest in, you know, owning a business and blah, blah, blah. So we ended up, Brendan & Co. was deleted, it vanished, it is in thin air, and we went to a lawyer, we basically started a new business, Brendan & Cora, and yeah, that's how we started. How can we shop for clothing more sustainably without breaking the bank? I know this kind of, I don't know, it's kind of difficult. Let me get my curling iron, because I need to do something with this hair. My curling iron. So let me answer this question. I know a lot of people think that shopping sustainably means that you're spending a ton of money, but it doesn't necessarily, because the cheapest way to shop sustainably is to thrift your clothing. Some people are into thrifting, some people aren't. Some people are like, oh my God, why would you wear secondhand clothing? Whatever, that is the cheapest way to sustainably shop. Whether it's going to thrift shops, Goodwill, antique shops, anything like that, buying things that are pre-loved. And you can do that on websites as well. I know there's a website called ThredUp. I don't know why I look so washed out in the camera. I don't look like that in person. There's a website called ThredUp. Basically does what you're basically thrifting but online. The Real if you want like luxury goods. And then it's more about shopping the items that you want for the long haul, not shopping for trends. And I feel like if it's sustainable, it's because it's something that you're putting in your wardrobe that is going to last you a long time. I don't really think it has so much to do with where it's from or how much it is or anything like that. It really has to do with, is this going to stay in your wardrobe so that you're not just throwing clothing away? And you guys know, I know that everyone's opinion on how much money they spend on clothes, it's subjective. What you think is expensive, I might think is affordable, and what somebody else thinks is affordable, I might think is expensive, or vice versa. And I always say, and I will say it, it's a dead horse at this point. I beat it like nothing, but if someone says, oh, this is sustainable, blah, 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 and it's $500, I don't care. I just don't buy it if I don't see the value in it. Like, it's none of my business how much someone else spends on their wardrobe or, you know, whatever. I'm going in with my curling iron. This is the Babyliss Pro, and I'm just going section by section because I don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair yet. So I don't know if I'm gonna put it up. I have no idea. So I just feel like, in my opinion, because I have clothing that I've spent 20 bucks on and clothing that I've spent hundreds of dollars on. As long as it is something that stays in your wardrobe and isn't just gonna get thrown out after you wear it, you're being sustainable. You're keeping your clothing. So that's just my opinion on it. I love clothing and I love garments, and I see clothing as an item of art. Like, I think that it's artwork. What somebody put into this is a piece of art. And while obviously like a $500 shirt is kind of out of the budget for me, I could look at a $200 dress and be like, yep, like worth it. So it really just depends on what you think is worth it. But as long as you are buying things that you are going to wear and reuse and all of that stuff, then you're being sustainable. What are some financial tips you would give to your younger self and now? Financial tips. Save your money. I did not save any money. I didn't come from a family with money. My mom, for the most part, when my dad sold his business in New York when we moved, he was out of work for a long time because my dad wanted to start a new business, and it wasn't like he could just start up right away. So my mom was the breadwinner of the house, and it was a 4-child household on one income. And yeah, like, it was, I mean, we had everything we needed, don't get me wrong. It wasn't like we were poor or anything like that, but we did not have money to just do whatever. And I think that once I started making my own money, I got my first job at 16. And I've been literally working ever since. It was at a store called Club Libby Lou. I worked there for like 2.5 years. It was a store in the Florida Mall. And once I started making money, I got paid, I will never forget my hourly rate. I got paid $6.83 at that time. And I almost like went buck wild because I wasn't used to having money. We didn't get allowance, we didn't get anything like that. So I kind of like went wild, and I've always loved clothing. So I remember every time I would get paid, I worked on the weekends. So I would get paid usually either 1 or 2 days of work. So my paychecks would sometimes be 60 bucks, 90 bucks, just depending on the week. And I always told myself every Sunday when I got my, when I got out of work, I would go and buy a new shirt because I wanted to go to school with like a new shirt than the week before. Just bought random nonsense. And I mean, there's people that do that, like whatever. Like, I moved out when I was 19. I bought my own first car. Like, it wasn't like I was out here like throwing money away, but I just wish I would have saved it, you know? I wish I would have, or done something like really, really smart with it. I don't wish I would have done anything different with schooling because I was not passionate about anything aside from beauty. at the time, and I knew I wanted to be in cosmetology school. Like, there was no question to me. I was not gonna go to a community college because I knew that's not what I wanted, and I was very firm in that decision, which I'm proud of myself for. I didn't let anybody sway me, because my mom wanted me to go to a university and get a degree and all that, and I knew that wasn't what I wanted, and she was not happy about it, but I stuck with what I wanted, and I ended up moving out while I started cosmetology school. Had a roommate. My rent was, our rent total was like $600 and something. So my rent was super, super cheap, and I was in cosmetology school and working a part-time job at the same time. So like, I was grinding. I was always like, this work ethic that I have has been like this since I first got a job, because I knew right away that I was making my own money and I wanted my independence. Dumb. I wish I would have just stayed home. Stayed home, but my parents were also really, really strict and didn't let us do anything. I come from a family of all girls. I have one brother, but all girls, and my dad was really strict. My mom was really strict. You weren't really allowed to go anywhere, do anything. So I just knew I wanted to get the hell out because I wanted to do my own thing, and I did. How did you meet your core group of girlfriends? I love how you guys get together every month. That's cute, because someone actually commented on that and 6 people liked it. So I would honestly say that my group of friends is based off of my best friend Laura. Me and my best friend have been friends since we were pretty young. We did all of high school together, some of middle school, all of high school together, and have been friends ever since. Like, I'm talking like connected, attached at the hip since probably, I'd say like 9th grade. We did everything together. She lived the neighborhood next to me, so like our moms are really like our good friends. Like, they catch up all the time and like little things like that. And she, not that she was friendlier than me, because she's still pretty introverted, but she just had other friends aside from me. And she actually introduced me to my other best friend now, Joalis. And we met when I think we were 17 or 18, if not 19, at a party, and we kind of all just kept hanging out like all the time, and then it just became the 3 of us, literally all the time. And then we ended up meeting our other friend, Muaddi, who she's the one that I always talk about, that she has the twins and the toddler. We ended up meeting her at, I think, like 19. And I think were we 19? 19 or 20, we were pretty young. And we've just all stayed friends ever since. We've all, like, we're pretty much family now. And we really prioritize our friendship, because I kind of feel like the older you get, you think that your priority needs to be, you know, nourishing your relationship. If you're in a relationship, whether it's a marriage or just dating, your jobs. And I personally feel like your friends are so worth investing time and energy and maintenance, because you have no idea how much we have all shown up for each other in really shitty times. Like, we've all been around for everything. We will literally drop anything to go help the other out. Like, they all have kids, I don't, and if I can help one of them with, especially the one that has the twins, if I can help her, like, we'll all like randomly take turns, like, hey, we're gonna go over and help you if you need help with anything. Or she'll ask like, hey, are any of you guys free because I need help? And like, we don't judge, we're just like, yeah, what do you need? Like, boom, like, we're quick, it's whatever. My best friend has 2 kids, and those are both my godchildren. So it's like, we are such a tight-knit group, and we really pour into each other a lot. We make sure that we make the time to hang out. We make sure that we prioritize watering our friendship, because the same way you water your relationship is a relationship still with these people, friendships. We really just make it a priority because we need each other. Like, we're very much like, y'all are my girls, and I need you guys as much as I need my husband, like that type of thing. I wanted to let you know that your vlogs are so motivating. Thank you so much. This is Alex Garcia. You're definitely my favorite YouTuber. I also wanted to know who does your hair that keeps it so healthy even with the bleach. So her name is Jessica Ramones. She does hair out of a studio in Lake Nona. I've known her for years. I actually used to do her hair before she went to cosmetology school. I honestly don't, I'm being completely honest, she's amazing. She's a beast at what she does. I wouldn't go with her if she wasn't. But how healthy my hair is how I take care of my hair. It really isn't anything about what she does, because she's doing not really what anybody else would do, because she obviously knows what she's doing and she's very good at what she does. But if you put bleach on someone's hair and they don't know how to take care of it, their hair is gonna go to shit. It doesn't matter how good of a hairstylist you are. If you're not using the right products, if you're not hydrating your hair, if you're constantly putting heat on it, all that stuff, your hair is gonna fry. Like, it's just what it is. And again, I went to cosmetology school as well, so I know how to take care of my hair. But it's just lots of hydration. When you're lightening your hair needs moisture. So that's really what it is. I hydrate a lot, and I blow dry my hair usually once a week, and I don't blow dry it again after that. Sometimes I'll curl it, and then once I curl it, I don't do it again. Like, I'm curling my hair today, and it'll probably stay like this through the rest of the week until I decide to wash it again. Probably like Monday or something. Is moving to Amsterdam still the plan? Your vlogs make my day. Thank you for sharing your life with us. Thank you so much. And thank you guys all for the questions too. Like, thank you guys for being like engaging and interactive. Amsterdam is the dream, period. Like, that's what our long-term goal is. However, short-term, our #1 goal is to get our home here. We both have businesses. You know, I have 2 businesses basically, and Tyler has 1. And we can't really just like up and leave. Like, we just can't do that because we have businesses to run. Like, we have business partners and all of that to consider. But in the future, absolutely. Like, that's like the biggest goal, like to go over there. Who knows what our situation will be at that time, but #1 is to buy our spot here and be in it in a couple of years, see what we want to do with it. Our plan might change a million times. Nothing is set in stone because I don't really plan my life like that. Like, I just kind of go with the flow and see what happens. Who is the romantic person, you or Tyler? I honestly don't think either of us are that romantic, to be honest. Like, we're both very thoughtful with each other. Tyler is extremely thoughtful with me. I try to be as thoughtful as I can with Tyler. And as far as like romance, like I would be like almost like, I would almost fall on my head if I came home and there were like flowers put everywhere and like rose petals. Like, I don't know. I don't think Tyler is like that romantic. He's extremely thoughtful, very, very thoughtful. I mean, you guys see him in the vlogs, and like, he's amazing. He's the best. I couldn't have imagined marrying a better man because of his values, his morals, how he is in our marriage. Good of a traditional husband he is. Like, he provides everything that we need. I try to provide everything that he would need. Like, it's almost like you take care of me so I can take care of us type of thing with us. And I don't think I'm the most romantic person either, to be fair. Like, I don't think I'm very romantic. I romanticize things, but I don't think I'm like this super romantic person, to be honest. Okay, finishing up the hair. Top place you want to visit, new places only. For right now, my top place is Copenhagen and Croatia. I want to go to Croatia so bad. Me and Tyler actually talked about it. Sorry, the lighting is already going out because it's already getting dark outside. It's 6 o'clock. That's one of the places that we thought about the next time we go to Europe. Stopping in Croatia. I really, really want to go. And Copenhagen, I actually wanted to go to like after our honeymoon, like during our honeymoon, but we ended up doing Spain. And then as far as states, because there are a lot of United States, like states in the US that I haven't been to, I want to go to Chicago. And it's funny because you love Chicago. The person that asked me that loves Chicago. I've always wanted to go to Chicago. I really want to go to Chicago. I would die to go to Washington State. And then I'm going to put on this lifter gloss by Maybelline. And then we need to pick out our outfit. Tyler, I don't even know if he's going to be done on time. Because he's tattooing. And he was like, I might have to just meet you there. So here's the hair. Once I put my outfit on, I'm going to see if I want to like throw my hair into a ponytail. My hair is so dark right now. I need to get it touched up, but homegirl is booked until like May. So I need to be like, hey, if you get any availability, like squeeze me in. Okay, let's pick out an outfit. We lose lighting so early now. There we go. Now you can see my makeup. I don't know. I have to see how it looks when I'm editing the footage, but I look completely normal here. And in the footage, I looked crazy. I need to put some setting spray on because holy moly. This is just the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. It is going to be 59 by the time we go to dinner, so I gotta dress kind of warm. I can either do the satin white top that I got from Zara. This bodysuit from Click the Label. It's sheer. I wore this for Thanksgiving. But I mean, I could wear it again with just some jeans. Or this lace bodysuit that I got from Zara. I think I'm gonna end up doing these Abercrombie jeans. These are the 90s straight ultra high rise. I have these in a size 8, a 29, and I kind of wish I wouldn't have got them that loose because I'm now learning that like the looser leg, I don't feel like it looks right on me. Let's try these on. And I had to come in here because there's like literally no light. Let me show you guys here. So these are the jeans. They're a straight leg, but I got them in the regular length to be able to wear with heels. Kind of wish I wouldn't. Again, I just didn't buy these in the right size overall. I didn't get the right length. I didn't get the right waist. I'm usually a size 28 in the Abercrombie jeans. And these are just a little bit loose, which isn't bad because I can eat in them. But I'm just learning now that like, I don't like a really wide, like I don't like a loose fit around this area of my leg. And I look like super stumpy because I'm not tall. So that's why I don't wear these with like jeans or sneakers because I just don't like the way that they look. And I think just for fun, I would do the Amina Muaddis because a nude pump is kind of boring. Oh, I don't know if I'm feeling this for today, but let's put it on all together because you never know. I think it's the jeans, honestly. Like, I don't hate it, but it's boring. Yeah, like, I don't hate it. I just feel more like I'm going to like a business meeting type thing. And the jeans, I'm really starting to learn what I like in my denim now that like, you know, skinny jeans aren't like a thing. But yeah, I'm not into it. Option number 2. The lace. I have on a black bralette from Target. I forgot these buttons suck. I need to get Tyler to fix them for me because they're very cheapy feeling. They feel like they're gonna come off at any moment. Like you see, they keep like, they just like pop open, and that's so tacky. Either the hole is too big for the button. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, look. Let's see, I'm not gonna clip it just in case I end up changing out of it. Yeah. I know, hopefully this looks fine underneath it. I like this the best out of all of them so far. Okay, I think I like this one. This is what it looks like so far. Jacket. I'm gonna do my jacket that I bought from my haul. Different textures is always fun with mesh and leather. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love this. I'm still not obsessed with the jeans, so I need to figure out if I want to keep my hair down or put it in like a messy ponytail. Sorry, I know this is not the most ideal situation. I'm gonna bring you guys to my room with my mirror. The lighting sucks though, so I apologize. I gotta start doing these videos at like 3 p.m. I have so much in this room right now, but whatever, real life. And I have a gallery wall on the floor behind me because I got a ton of prints and I'm working on them, so just ignore that. So here it is. Honestly, no, the jeans are a no for me. I don't know what it is. I think it's the leg being so relaxed. I just am not the biggest fan of it. Okay, pants are on. I'm just trying. I guess I'm going for an edgy look today without even realizing it. Let me take this off. And these pants need a very serious steaming. They've been sitting in that drawer for a very long time. But if I wear these pants, then I need to put on a thong, which that's never fun. But nobody wants panty lines. And I also feel like I should wear the black shoes. In that case, the black pumps. So the bottoms are kind of like this. These are really old pants from BNC, but we're gonna try them out. I've never worn them. And this was probably from 2019, Yeah, this is from 2020. Why have clothes for that long and never put them on? It's literally stupid. If these don't end up working, then I'm just gonna wear my leather pants. Like, they're really, really cool pants. I just need to make sure I like the way that they look with the jackets and the heels. I don't know if I like it with the jacket. Oh, maybe I do. I don't know. Let me grab the heels. Plain black pumps, just to keep it toned down and simple. How do I feel? How do I feel? I don't think I like the combo. Like, it's cool, but I think it's this part, like the belt. And so leather pants it is. If I do leather on leather, is that too much leather? So I may have to change the outerwear. For sure, I like this combination of textures. Fun. I am destroying my bathroom. And I cleaned my bathroom today, so I need to make sure this all goes back to normal. If this is too much leather on leather, then I'm just gonna switch to my Saint Laurent blazer. I think it's too much leather. I mean, I'm not mad at it, but I think it's too much. It's giving Sandy from Greece, which love her so much, but I don't know if I want to channel her today. I could do this blazer. This is an old BNC blazer, and it's like a tweed. Oh, this is cool. Not a tweed, it's like a houndstooth. And it's brown, black, and like a tan. I could do this. It's oversized, this is very old, so we don't have it anymore, but I could definitely do this. I think this is the winner, you guys, so let me show you guys. I'm sorry, I really wish I had a better setup, but hopefully soon. Okay, blazer, Brendolin and Cora. Top, this is Click the Label. I can't remember what the name of this bodysuit is, but I love it. I wear a size small. This is a size, these are a size medium. These are because of Alice. And then my Amina Muaddi heels, which you can obviously see in the frame, but sorry for all of the mess back there. I'm literally creating a gallery wall. So I was laying it all out to make sure I wanted to see how it laid better. But yeah, so I know this was chaotic as usual, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys again for asking all the questions and just always like being super like interactive, and I will see you guys in the next video.